Everything seems solid on it. The hammer works good, the trigger works good. I mean, it's about like old 2-speed power glide transmission they used to put in Chevrolets. There wasn't nothing to tear up in them hardly, so they lasted forever. This gun right here lasts you your whole lifetime. You know, back years ago in this part of the country, it'd be about Thanksgiving time, and people would have what they call turkey shoots. Somebody, usually a business owner or something, would take his turkey, and everybody would put $1 in to enter the shooting contest, and whoever shot the tightest pattern would win that turkey. Whoever won the turkey, they just had $1 in the turkey, or whatever, 50 cents or whatever they had to put in. The gun that probably won more than any of them was the 37 model Winchester. I'm telling you what, I'd love to have a whole set of them. They made them all the way from they made the 410, the 28 gauge, 16 gauge, 20 gauge, and 12. This particular one right here, I've had it ever since I was 9 years old. It was my first gun. Gun's not loaded. These guns was made, you look down this barrel, man, and it's just as shiny as it was the day it was made, because if I take this gun out and shoot one shell through it, I'll bring it in and clean the daylights out of it, because the inside of that barrel is the most important thing. Every year when squirrel season comes around, first time I go squirrel hunting, I take this gun. I passed it down to my son now. Every squirrel season since I was 9 years old, I've hunted with this gun, and I'll keep that tradition alive. My son has graduated up to a 12 gauge, so this gun, most of the time, it just sits in the gun safe and don't bother nobody. There's a lot of liberal politicians out there that think something like this or something like that up there, that AR will just like grow feet and walk out of the house while you're gone and start shooting. But this gun, they produced these guns from 1936 to I think 1963. And ain't never none of them walked out of the house and shot nobody. This particular gun's a 20 gauge. My dad bought it for me when I was 9 years old. These Winchester 37 models, you know, they're really lightweight, single shot shotguns, and they will absolutely kick your brains out. Like some of them old 12 gauges, man, will break you down. At 9 years old, this 20 gauge kicked real hard to me. To be honest about it, for about the whole squirrel season there, I was about half scared of this gun. Pretty simple design. Just break down the gun, you push this little lever over it, it breaks it down. And as you can tell, the sound this gun makes, it's still in really, really good shape. Put your shell in it, break it back down, cock it back, it's ready to fire. No safety on this gun whatsoever, so if you're not shooting at something, hold back on the hammer, pull the trigger down a little bit, just ease it forward, and you're safe. These guns was actually made back before they put serial numbers on guns, so you'll never find a Winchester 37 model with a serial number on it. They have what they call a 37 model Steelbuilt 20 gauge, and it just says choke on there. The full choke on these guns are a lot tighter than most. I put it up against single shot 12 gauges and it shoots a tighter pattern. If you find one at a gun store or somebody selling it, if it makes that good sound right there, everything seems solid on it. The hammer works good, the trigger works good. I mean, it's about like old 2-speed power glide transmission they used to put in Chevrolets. There wasn't nothing to tear up in them hardly, so they lasted forever. This gun right here lasts you your whole lifetime. The first run of them, I think, from 1936 to I think it was 1941 or 42, somewhere in there. This gun was made somewhere between 42 or 43 up until 63. It's a pretty good gun, so it's lasted a lifetime. I have no doubt. I put a shell in this and squeeze the trigger, it's going to go off. I'm telling you guys, the 410, the 28 gauge is really high price. If you find one, 20 gauge, the 16 gauge is really high too. But if you find a 20 or a 12, they're pretty reasonable. And It's an awesome gun. My wife has killed a turkey with this gun, about 35 yards. Got pictures to prove it. If you ever see one of these, 37 model Winchester, iconic gun. I love old guns. I think, in my opinion, they was just built better back then. I'm gonna do a range review on it here pretty soon, so keep your eye out for that. Guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, it'd really help us out if you would. Appreciate everybody for watching. God bless everybody. Without him, we couldn't do nothing anyway, wouldn't it? We wouldn't be sitting here talking about this old gun. Catch y'all next time. Appreciate you watching. See you later.